Christine, it is hot on the riverfront, but it is also hot on the stage. Right now, Joe Nichols is singing one of his big hits. This is the most coveted souvenir of CMA Music Festival this week. It's the wristband that gets you right next to Taylor Swift. Martina McBride on stage now at LP Field. Next up will be Rascal Flatts. Then tomorrow night we can look forward to Trace Atkins, Blake Shelton, Brad Paisley, and Darius Rucker. And I'm here right now with some of the happiest fans in all of Music City. Brad Paisley just took the stage. On the auction block right now, that is the Lady Antebellum guitar. Now they expect to raise some big money for flood victims through the Opry Trust Fund tonight. Last year, a guitar decorated by Dolly Parton went for almost $8,000. Hi Christine, I'm with the fans in the Chevy Zone just outside the Bridgestone Arena. Inside the arena, Taylor Swift is 9 hours into the 13-hour meet and greet. For Taylor Swift fans, the 13-hour meet and greet is nothing less than a fairy tale. Taylor started signing at 8 a.m. this morning, and with her, she brought everything she'd need. For 13 hours, a girl might need a change of clothes, so Taylor brought her closet. And to make sure she had a place to change before her big performance, she brought her home away from home and parked it right here in the arena. And once the 13-hour meet and greet is over, everything goes back in these two semis and back on the road. Stephen Hubbard, News 2. And you probably can hear everybody singing along. There will be more singing along tonight at LP Field. Billy Currington, Martina McBride, Rascal Flatts, Zac Brown Band, and a whole lot more will be there. Live from Riverfront Park, I'm Stephen Hubbard for News 2. If you go to the Hall of Fame, you can see Brad Paisley's iconic guitar. What you can't see is the millions of artifacts that are safely in storage. Last month's flood meant the Paisley axe was almost back on the road with Brad.
There was some question about from the Paisley folks whether or not they might have to have theirs back just to put the road show on.
Brad, like many others, lost everything he had stored at Soundcheck Nashville. And he wasn't the only one who turned to the hall for help.
Hank Jr.'s truck was in there too, and he had called to ask me which ones I had because he's trying to put his show back on.
Brad's guitar was held out of the revamped Sing Me Back Home exhibit until the hall was sure he didn't need it for his tour. A reminder of the invaluable service the hall performed at a time when so many priceless instruments were lost.
We felt really glad that we had things here and the building was designed and built to be safe and that we can still share things with folks.
Stephen Hubbard, News 2.
News 2. Stephen Hubbard takes you to this year's kickoff parade.
It's Nashville's answer to the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. But fans are less interested in the cars than the stars inside them.
Rodney. Yeah, Rodney is pretty good.
Chuck Wicks.
Because he's so cute. Patty's a huge Rodney fan. Yeah, we've been stalking him for years.
From legends who were a part of fanfare at its very beginning to the stars who were having their very first big hits.
You know, it started to rain, so I jumped into Rodney Atkins' truck, and you know, those kind of things you just can't beat.
The fans had a front row seat, making it less a parade than a line that connects country music's history with its future. Stephen Hubbard, News 2.
My husband, Carl Dean, not the mayor. The Nashville mayor's named Carl Dean, so everybody calls him, well, can't your husband do something about this? I said, no, but his wife can, that'd be me.
And do something she did. Dollywood visitors got an extra surprise this weekend as the theme park's namesake made a special appearance to raise money for victims of the Music City flood.
Everybody spends a ton coming up here, but if you got a little extra, you can leave it somewhere in a bucket out there on the park. So get on back to your show. I'm going to go to another one and raise some more money. If any of you got any extra money after you bought all your funnel cakes and all that, well, just drop it out on the park somewhere in a bucket or just on the floor and pick it up and send it to Nashville.
The Country Music Hall of Famer is not only donating all the money she makes from her Dollywood properties this weekend, she's leaning on her friends, too.
I'm also hitting on all the businesses around here and all over the country, friends of mine in LA or wherever.
The Nashville resident says she's especially glad to help Middle Tennesseans this way because they've been so loyal to Dollywood for the past 25 years.
We have so many people that come here, this whole area, they've been very supportive of us.
Dolly says it's especially important to her that the money she raises goes to the people who need it the most.
The money that I'm trying to donate now, I want to really go to people really suffering from the real flood, the real people that really need the money and really need the help.
Stephen Hubbard, News 2.